part of the plan.
All right.
And here we go. Time for the picks. That was a good transition. Thank you very much. So, first game on the dock, we got Baltimore at the lowly New England Patriots. Baltimore's favored at -7. Who you got?
I'm going Baltimore. New England barely squeaked by the New York Jets, which are head and shoulders the worst team in football. It was a good win. It was a feel-good win for them, but I still don't think they're going to be competitive with Baltimore.
I got the Patriots. I think they show up versus Baltimore historically. That's kind of a rivalry-ish type game in terms of AFC. So I think they're going to bring it. I don't think they'll win, but it'll be within 7. That's what I got. Tampa Bay, Carolina. Tampa Bay, as we all know, got absolutely pumped. Who you got? They're favored at -6 against Carolina. Christian McCaffrey also might not play.
Yeah. Tampa Bay? More like Tampa? No way. I'm going Carolina.
That is good.
Thank you.
I got Tampa Bay though.
Okay.
I think they're gonna rebound big time, and I think they're gonna have. I think this is a statement win, especially within the division, and they know they have.
But again, it's one of those division games. I think they're always closer than you think.
Right. I think they're always closer, but it can also go the other way.
Teddy Two Gloves.
He has been going off, but they were so much more explosive with Christian McCaffrey. I think that
they're gonna miss him for sure. But I think that defense is better than people give it credit for.
Mm-hmm.
It's young, but it's talented.
Yeah, for sure. Houston, Cleveland. We got my Brownies favored -3. Nick Chubb possibly back this week.
Nick Chubb back. Myles Garrett back after the bye. Baker Mayfield's supposed to play. All that COVID stuff is kind of fine. Okay, so then I'm going Cleveland.
I got Cleveland as well, and I think they're gonna not be playing in a hurricane this week, and it's gonna be good for them. And Rashard Higgins is gonna have a big game. Still pounding the table for that guy.
The Texans are slowly becoming one of the worst franchises in the NFL. They've made some moves. Apparently, they fired one of the best media coordinators in the league, and so a lot of people are going what are the Texans doing? They're just
right. J.J. Watt is constantly in the news being I don't really know what's going on here.
Yeah, so
get that guy out of there.
No matter how good Deshaun Watson is, the rest of that entire franchise just sucks. So
yeah. Okay, Washington, Detroit. This is a straight up pick 'em. Who you got?
Give me Detroit. Give me those Tigers.
Give me Lions, Tigers, and Bears. Yeah, I'm definitely taking Detroit. I like them in this kind of shootout scenario. I think they can edge it out, but I don't know. Is Alex Smith starting for almost dead named him? Don't cancel me.
The podcast just got taken down. How did they do that? It's not even done recording.
All 7 of our viewers just reported us.
I think he is though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I'm making an audible. Downset Hut, red 80. I got Washington. I think Alex Smith has a big one.
What?
Yeah. No. Jacksonville, Green Bay. Green Bay favored of -13.
Give me Green Bay.
Yeah, me too. Bunch of mopes over there in Jacksonville.
They had a brush with relevancy 3 years ago, and now they're just back to being the Jags.
It's one of those things where you're probably in the 8th grade, and you're you weren't watching football 3 years ago, and you're like, oh my. I think literally the same thing when I was in middle school or high school. It was the Jaguars went to the AFC Championship, and it happened again, and it's just going to be another one of those things where people are they weren't the doormat of the league.
It's true.
Because it's Cleveland has been the doormat. Detroit has been the doormat. But they're never on, the Jacksonville level where it's they're the doormat plus an awful market with bad history.
No one cares about them. They have no talent. It's just
Yeah.
I know one Jacksonville fan, and I'm why? How did you get here? He's in Thunder Bay.
Thank God he's
Tim
up
Handy.
there.
Shout out Tim Handy.
Handy, man. Philly versus those New York Giants. Who you got?
Philly, what's the spread?
-3.5 for the Eagles?
I don't love this, but I'm gonna go Philly.
Philly special. I got the Giants. I think Daniel Jones is honestly a solid quarterback. I don't get all this buzz about them.
No,
I
don't think they should move on
I think
from
he's a
him.
good quarterback, man.
He's got all the tools. He's a level-headed guy. Mm-hmm. I think his teammates like him.
He's a New York guy, man. It's like if Eli Manning could win a Super Bowl, I don't doubt that Daniel Jones could eventually.
They just
one
need
day
to
with
build
a good
that team
around him.
Yeah, they just need to build that team.
New York, the Giants have always been a defensive dominant juggernaut, you know? And that's all you have to be in that division.
Right.
Especially like
now,
the past 6 years.
And the thing is, this division is still wide open. Like, if New York wins this game, like, I don't know where they stand in the division, but they're right in it.
Well, because Philly leads and they're 3-5-1, and
3-4-1.
3-4-1, and I think the Giants have 2 wins. So,
right.
I mean, it's still literally anyone's division right now. I said back, I think in like the first or second episode, that if Alex Smith became the starter, that Washington would win the division. So I don't know if I still believe in that, but who knows. Chargers versus Miami. Miami's on the up and up. They're favored in -2.
I think Miami's defense is really good. I love Herbert, but the Chargers defense hasn't been playing really well. Joey Bosa's out. Mm-hmm. They're all kind of nicked up, and the play, like, Anthony Lynn is probably going to find a way to blow it. So the point spread is close enough where I'm just like, Miami's probably going to win a close one.
Yeah, for sure. I'm feeling the same way, especially with Bosa out. I think Tua is going to be hard to contain, and he's going to be extending plays a lot, and it's going to cause a lot of problems for them. So I have Miami as well. Buffalo versus Arizona. Arizona's the favorite, -2.5.
Give me the Cardinals.
Swash. Tweet. I got Buffalo. I think after that win, they're back on the horse. I was worried about Josh Allen. My older brother was giving me some flack. He was watching the episode, so if you're watching at home, hey. But
I'm not chewing gum this time.
But I was a little worried about Josh Allen because their offense really couldn't get moving for a couple games there, but it seems like they completely solved that. And Josh Allen's just at his best when he's improvising. You know, that's the kind of guy he is, and when he's being an athlete. Obviously, they don't want him running people over like he's capable of doing, or hurdling guys in the middle of the field, but when John Brown's playing too, it makes a big difference too, because Allen can scramble and it opens a lot up down the field. And
I think they're a team that's built to play with a lead, because if they have a hot start and they play with a lead, they can kind of play to their strengths. And I think a guy like Stephon Diggs doesn't check out. Mm-hmm. I think if they fall behind early, Stephon Diggs will check out.
Yeah,
and then that's their best receiver, right? So
was it against the Titans that they lost that tight one? And he was offside, and it kind of cost them 5 yards on that closing drive.
I mean, we're excited for this game. We're gonna talk about it a little later, but
that's the one we got slated. But I think it's a good one. So we'll talk about that more. Denver, Las Vegas. Las Vegas favored in -4. Who you got?
Divisional game. I think the Broncos, they get up for games against the Raiders. I think that is the most bitter rivalry in the division. And so I think it's going to be a close game. Mm-hmm. I think even if Las Vegas wins, it won't be by more than 4. So I'm going to go Denver here.
I think you might have just swayed me a bit. Okay, you know what? I'm switching. I'm going Denver as well. You know why? Because the Raiders need to lose so the Browns can get a wild card spot. So we're going Denver. Let's go Bronx. Cincinnati, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh favored at -7.5.
I'm going Pittsburgh. I don't think they're going to come out flat against a divisional team like they did against the Cowboys. I think they kind of learned their lesson to not take teams with poor records lightly.
Right.
And so I think they're going to come out. They're going to beat the Bengals. I love Joe Burrow, but I just don't think they're talented enough to hang with the Steelers right now.
Right. I don't think since he's going to win this one, but I think they will get it within 7 points. I think Burrow is obviously
he's a dog.
Lot better than Garrett Gilbert.
Yeah.
I think Cincinnati's an overall better team. So I'm rolling with them. I think they're going to cover the spread. Seattle versus the Rams. The Rams are -2 favorites, which I don't really understand.
Seattle in a bounce back game.
100%. You know? I think they slap around the Rams pretty bad.
Yeah.
That would be my guess, but we will see.
But I'm taking them to not lose by more than 2, you know.
Yeah. Scoring prediction?
No.
No?
I mean, I'll give it. I think the Rams still have a good offense, and Seattle always keeps it like they're always hanging around with whatever team they're playing, like you say. So
I'm gonna say 41-38.
Oof, that's a high scoring game. I was gonna say like 28-21.
All right.
For Seattle.
Okay. And final one, San Fran versus the Saints. Saints are favored at -9. Had that big 38-6 win on Monday night last week.
Yeah, that G League team in San Francisco right now is just not going to be able to hang with New Orleans. They're rolling right now. I feel like Sean Payton has kind of figured out his guys now and what he has and how he needs to use them.
Yeah. And
I think that defense is starting to kind of pick up a little bit, so it's not going to be close.
Yeah, no, I think I'm taking the Saints as well. 100%. 100%. So there are your picks. If you want to reference them for your Sunday picks, head over to highlighthubfootball.wordpress.com. Still have not connected the URL, and click on the weekly picks page. They're all there with both of our picks because they're not always the same, so you can reference those and meet in the middle and make yours. So
well, you can't really meet in the middle of it.
Yeah, you never know. Yeah. So there's the picks, and check them out. Share them with your friends. Tweet us at Highlight Hub. Actually, no, that's not even
Do
the
we
Twitter.
have a Twitter?
I have a Twitter.
Is it Highlight Hub?
No, it's just my name. Tweet me.
Joey Riccatoni. Or tweet at me, Elric Allison.
Do you have a Twitter?
Yeah.
Why don't you tweet?
It's mostly for like science stuff. I follow a bunch of scientists.
Ooh. I was going to name a scientist, but I couldn't think of one. Football.
All right.
All right.